I am Chinese American. I'm a daughter of Chinese immigrants. I am sensitive. I am Shiela. In looking at my identity web that I create and that my students also create for themselves, we begin to explore the multiple identities that we have as individuals. I have my students think about then, who are they? Who are they not? And in thinking about who they are, these are the labels and identities that they affirm. And in thinking about who they are not, these are the labels and identities that they challenge, assumptions, stereotypes that others have placed upon them. The example that I use is, I am Chinese American. I am not quiet. I am sensitive. I am not weak. And in thinking about these identities of who they are and who they are not, my students begin to make connections that they follow in the footsteps of computer scientists who also had to affirm their identities and challenge assumptions that people made about them and their ability. Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, Grace Hopper, Wu Qianxiong are all scientists who had to affirm their identities and challenge assumptions made about them. In tying this theme of challenging assumptions into my computer science curriculum, I also think about how can we bring this home to my students' lives? And when my students go home, one of the activities we did was an empathy interview where they interviewed an adult at home about a time the adult felt different. Tell me about a time you felt different. How did you change from that experience? What dreams do you have for me? And as these students asked these questions to the adult at home, they began to understand and celebrate difference. Now, of course, as a STEM educator, and I teach at a school that is 58% white, 22% Asian, 9% Latinx, and 2% Black, I received pushback from a kindergarten family. And they asked, why are you teaching about culture and affirming identity in STEM? Why are you teaching about segregation in kindergarten? Why are you not teaching other things like just coding? And I realized that I'm probably not the first educator that has had to have a hard but necessary conversation with a family about anti-racist curriculum. I realized I had to continue to be brave and build bridges and to educate the family and my students that learning the history of CS is just as important as learning the skills of coding and computer science. And that to negate the history of certain computer scientists who overcame oppression and segregation is to negate the very depth of their accomplishments. And so to help our students make the connection between past, present, and future, it's important for us educators to continue to be brave, to have those hard, necessary conversations, and to continue to help our students see their agency in the technology that they create. Be brave, build bridges, and continue the good work that you are doing.